started an endeavor to change my lifestyle. I started going to the gym, researched, paid attention to what I ate, and had to make changes from there. When talks of a baby started emerging, I had to start my research all over to decide how my lifestyle would change once again. Luckily, it wasn't going to need to change too much. My workouts could pretty much stay the same for a good amount of time, and my diet would only need to be slightly modified. Now, I say diet just in terms of the food that I eat. Please don't think I'm dieting, cutting calories, and all kinds of things, except for some sugar while I'm pregnant. I, at first, before this, was eating more low carbs, and you hopefully will know that carbs provide you energy. Your body needs some more energy to grow and make a baby, so I would have to add some of those in. I also talked a lot to my doctors about what was healthy for me, what I could do, because it's kind of a wise tale that as soon as you're pregnant, you need to sit on the couch, put your feet up, eat for two, which can sometimes mean 2 full-size linebackers. And it's perfectly okay to eat that amount of food in bonbons. Just do whatever you want. My doctor did not agree with this, which was good for me because I wasn't subscribing to that theory either. In fact, when my referring doctor was asking me what kind of an OB I wanted, he said, okay, do you want male, female, small practice, large practice? I said, I don't care, but I'm telling you, if I walk into a doctor's office and they tell me I can't run, I'm going to turn around and walk out. I know my body, I've done my research, there seems to be no risk for me right now in exercising or running. Luckily, he agreed with me and referred me to a doctor who helps me with my exercise. Now, once I became pregnant, I was training for a half marathon, which a lot of my friends and family were aware of. So questions of my lifestyle were the first ones that they thought of as well. I got, are you still working out? Are you still running? What are you going to do in Disneyland? Are you going to run your half marathon? At the time of my half marathon, I wouldn't even be 3 months pregnant yet. The baby would be the size of a lemon. So I assured them that I would probably be able to complete a run with something the size of a lemon in me. Unlike now, today, the size of a cauliflower, it's not as easy to run. Being informed, like I said, was the first and most important thing, especially if any of you considering getting pregnant anytime soon. Be informed if you decide to continue your exercise regimen throughout. I also work with a trainer who has started to modify my exercises a little bit because I can't be on my stomach anymore. I actually can't even, not supposed to be on my back flat for long periods of time. So just knowing and being aware. Now, diet, like I mentioned before. Diet, it has a big effect on your weight gain. And while, of course, you're going to gain weight while you're pregnant, there's kind of a range that you should be within. And once again, it's not gaining the weight adequate to a linebacker. My thought about it was my feet, ankles, and legs still have to carry this body around no matter what I weigh. So I was going to try to get that excess weight to as minimal as I could during this process. Also, for my food choices, this is the one time that I can affect everything that this baby, that it goes into, that helps develop it, nurture it, because as soon as she comes out, well, I have no control anymore about everything. And the older and older she gets, I have less and less control. So I was going to try to make the healthiest choices that I could. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't say no to cookies very often still. I have been to In-N-Out and pizza throughout this entire thing, so I'm not a crazy pregnant lady, just trying to do my best. Most of my diet consists of protein, lean meats, some fats, some carbs, as I mentioned before, thrown in there. Oh my gosh. Also, while I was researching, I mean, now you don't just get a book if you're pregnant in this day and age. You have phone apps, the internet, Google, all kinds of things that are available to you. Well, pretty much all of those sources go back to exercise and food being important for you, that you should try to have some moderate exercise once a day, about half an hour, that you should watch what you're eating. You can't build a baby off of Cheetos and corn chips and lemon heads, unfortunately, but that you need to make healthy choices. Hopefully, the information I've shared with you today has helped you understand why I've tried to make healthy choices in this period in my life, and the next time you see a pregnant lady walking, maybe trying to run, or eating chicken or a salad or something, you won't give her the excuse that, well, you can eat for two. Because trust me, self-control is hard enough, especially when you have that excuse. And maybe you might applaud her in trying to make good choices for herself and her baby along the way. Thank you.